Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer. And today, I got an exciting Let's Play for you. It honestly might be one of my favorite games from this series, and that's Super Mario Bros. For the NES! Alright, we're giving it another shot! Here we go. Okay, so I've learned from my past mistakes, and I now know you have to grab this mushroom, and you can come over here, and there's actually a secret if you go down here. And this lets you get right to the end of the level. And then from here, all we have to do is come over here and touch this flagpole, and we've cleared the level. But you guys might be surprised. There's actually more than one level in this game. We now have to beat World Ep1 too, and I know that, like, I don't know. Usually, you know, I like to go based off my own experiences when doing, you know, Let's Plays and stuff, but, I did have to look this one up. Apparently, we can get another life if we get enough coins. It's okay, we still have more lives, and we have 20 coins, so we can get another one. But yeah, I had to look up some tricks and tips for, beating, 1-2. And you gotta be extra careful of the Goombas and Koopas. And I dodged the one Koopa into another, but that's fine. We still have another life. I'm just gonna let these guys pass. Yeah, there's a mushroom in there. So by grabbing this mushroom, we can now, make our way over here, and I didn't have the mushroom before, but when you have the mushroom, you can get the star, and the star makes you completely invincible. So, using the star, we can run all the way over here. Oh! This is the part. I looked up, how to beat 1-2 the most efficient way possible, and it said that if you wanted to beat 1-2 efficiently, you had to ride the platforms all the way, then a secret would appear. What? I did what it's. They said I could get the secret if I rode the platform. What? I did everything. You know what? Screw this.
Super Mario 3D World.
Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer. And, welcome to, Super Mario 3D World. I decided that, as of right now, I'm currently not done with, recording, You Eat Loogie Soup, but I am considering, what do I want to play, you know, next, and I need to, because Pikmin 4 is coming to an end. I'll put that. So I figured, 3D World was another Mario game. I believe I credited it with being my favorite Mario game. As of right now, Wonder still has a chance to surpass it, but 3D World's probably my favorite Mario game, and I figured, you know what, I'll play that. Plus, like, you know, like, when Wonder comes out, I doubt anyone's really gonna want to watch, older Mario games for a little bit, so I figure might as well do this now. Plus, based on just some of the more recent Wonder trailers, I think that, Wonder seems to be incorporating a couple different things from 3D World in some aspects, or it feels like, I don't know, I can't describe it, but when I look at Wonder, I think 3D World, and it might just be because Peach and Daisy are playable. I don't know. Anyway, let's start with, good old Jumpman Mario himself. And this is probably going to be pretty similar to my You Eat Soup and You Eat Loogie Soup series in that, like, I'm going to try to do a world per episode. But in my opinion, this game is longer. And as such, it might come out to, I might have to split up a couple worlds here and there. Anyway, and somehow Mario and Luigi just have wrenches and hammers, even though they're supposedly plumbers. I mean, I guess they did fix a pipe, but still. I find the wrench hammer thing a little weird. Anyway, meet the one and only time that we see Sprixies in the entire Mario canon, at least for now. They might return, though then again, probably not. And also meet Bowser, who somehow fits himself in a pipe, that small. And because... Okay, so Princess Peach is the first to chase after. Mario follows Peach, you know, Toad follows, and Luigi has to psych himself up. My question is, why is Peach following Bowser? Why is she not just leaving it up to Mario? Like, because it's, you know, Mario's the hero, so shouldn't she be like, Mario, you have to save them? You know? Like, that's the thing I don't get. I don't get why, you know, why, Peach, you know, went after the, you know, person who kidnaps her all the time, instead of saying, hey, Mario, you should go. You know, I feel like it demonstrates that, you know, the old theory that it's all an act and that Bowser and Peach actually love each other, but, like, they can't, you know, they're royalty, so they have to uphold status. Anyway, oh, this is another reason why I thought it looked, Wonder looked like this game. It's because in Wonder there are sections where you can actually roam around the map in, like, almost this exact fashion, so... Anyway, let's not waste any more time, and let's get started with, World 1-1, Super Bell Hill. So, Super Mario 3D World, it controls basically like any 2D Mario game, but in the third dimension. Now the up and down buttons actually do, or now the up button at least actually does something. And we now hold the, shoulder buttons to, wait, no. We hold the ZR or ZL button, to ground pound or crouch or whatever, but we hold the R button to use the cursor that they had to implement because this game is originally on the Wii U, and L to recenter that cursor. Also, we can store items for future use by, and we'll use them by using the up on the D-pad, or if you're using a Joy-Con, just the up button. I don't know, you probably don't need me to explain how a Mario game is played. Also, we're too cool to use, the, clear pipe. But, yeah, this game is definitely, like, my favorite game. I know where every single secret is. There are a couple that aren't super memorable, but even then, I know, like, pretty much all of them. The one thing I can't remember... I'll talk about it later. I can save that for a later episode. So, this rabbit will give you the Mega Mushroom, which only appears, like, 4 times in this game, I think. Anyway... You basically just need this for breaking these blocks. But it's glad to see the Mega Mushroom get a little bit of representation. So when I say it controls like 2D Mario in 3D, that's pretty much true, except you now have crouching and rolling from crouching. And, a carryover from Odyssey that they added is the dive by, what do you want to call it? Crouching and dashing in the middle of the air. Anyway. Oh, and also unique to this game are the collectible stamps that you can get. In 3D World on the Wii U, they were just black and white, but in this game, they actually have color. And that gold flag at the end of the level means we got the top of the gold pole. The star means that we got the stars, and we can also check to see if we got the stamp by approaching the level itself. I could randomize my character each level, but I think, oh, they also added fast pipe entering from Odyssey. And the characters run at twice the speed of the Wii U version, I believe. So, is this how I want to do? I mean, it's a Let's Play, so we can play how we want, but still. Okay. Let's... Shh. Okay. Come on. Come on, man. Trying to show off something cool, man. Or I can die instead. But I'm actually gonna try to show this off, at least. Anyway. What else is there, that I need to go over? I just want to... Yeah, do this. I guess I could sit here and get infinite 1-ups, but is that good for a Let's Play? I don't know. I mean, like, I'm not... If I die, I die, but it's not like you're missing anything by, you know, because, like, the game still gives you plenty of lives, especially if you're not playing in multiplayer. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm worried that the 1-up sound will get annoying. But at the same time, I do want to... You know what? This shows that you can get infinite 1-ups, and it shows that I know how to do the trick. So, let's just be done with that for now, because we actually do have a schedule I would like to try and keep. 3D World introduces a lot of somewhat new mechanics, but the whole collecting 3 collectibles before the end of the level isn't new. You know, it's just we're collecting green stars as opposed to something else. And why are we collecting green stars? Like, now that I'm actually thinking about it, what about green stars makes... Like, why not just stars in general? Why green specifically? I'm not complaining. Well, I'm somewhat complaining. Also, by crouching, when you're holding a shell and dashing, you can enter the shell. Anyway, golden pipes usually lead to just coin rooms with coins in them. Got this mystery box. Oh, right. So mystery boxes usually give you a quick 10-second time challenge. Pretty easy. Where's the stamp? I want to make sure I'm not missing the stamp. So yeah, it plays very similar to 2D Mario, but it does have a lot of 3D Mario movement. So, you know, still new moveset, but I think Mario controls pretty good here. I think Odyssey definitely has the better movement systems, but I think this game moves pretty well for the levels, you know, in the game. I mean, any good game should be have its levels designed around its movement, but still. But yeah, it definitely plays more like a side-scrolling Mario. than an actual, I wanted to just ground pound the whole stack, but I'll settle for doing that. I'm not getting it because it actively just skips you straight to World 2 if you get it, but there's an orange-red pipe in there that will lead you straight to World 2. Anyway. But that's course clear. I guess another thing is that the characters in 3D World all control with different movement attributes, with Mario having the average jump, average speed, average, mobility and stuff. Luigi jumps higher, Peach can float, Toad is fast, but Peach is really slow, and Toad can't jump that high. I forget if Luigi has his skid effect. I don't know. This is effectively the mid-boss, the tower level of the world. It's just a quick enemy gauntlet against the guys, and you get 1 green star. Yeah. Sorry, it's this first episode, and especially this first half of this first episode, is a lot of just me talking about what 3D World is compared to other Marios. And that's because, that's what you should do when you're, playing a game for the first time, in my opinion. So there's Toad houses still, and there's a Toad house in there. But don't really need them, because the other thing is I think they don't stock, they don't stock, items, really, until, you've seen those items, so they won't carry a boomerang, flower, or tanuki leaf until we've actually experienced one of those in a level. Anyway, this is a fun enough level. Not my personal favorite. I definitely think there's a lot of late game levels that I really like, and I think even for World 1, I can already tell you that, I like I'll tell you which level is probably my favorite World 1 level when we get to it, actually. I mean, that makes sense, right? Anyway, the one thing about the, movement speed being doubled is that it can make those blue coin challenges a bit tricky sometimes. But, it's a minor thing. So I somehow managed to kill both of them with that POW block. Anyway. Just gonna climb up. And then, I believe the last star is up here. You need to be a cat, so even if you manage to play in multiplayer and bounce off your friends' heads or whatever, you wouldn't be able to get up here. Well, maybe you could still bounce off your friends' heads even higher. And the superstar is most commonly used, in, cloud segments like these where it wants you to just run through all the enemies. You don't really see it too often as a power-up in the actual, in actual levels themselves. So, yeah. Anyway, big piranha plant. Nothing special. Warp block. The cat suit is probably the most broken power-up in the game because it allows you to get to the top of the goal pole even if you don't jump that high. And you need the top of the goal pole for 100% completion. Yeah. Plus, the cat suit allows you to do a close-up attack, and it has many other forms of attacking, such as the pouncing slide, or, some other, the claw dive, claw swipe, various, forms of claw attacks, but you can climb walls and stuff. Even once, the fire flower, in my opinion, is the power-up that you, never really necessarily want. It's good for an extra hit, but in my opinion, it's probably the most I think the thing is that the power-ups in this game are not situational at all. So the Fire Flower, like the most average, you know, middle of the road power-up, suffers the most because of that, and it's the one that I almost never really want to carry on me in my extra item slot. You know, like, I already told you the other power-ups, but the Boomerang Flower, in my opinion, is better, because it can actually grab stuff from far away. Plus, it can basically kill anything the Fire Flower can. The only thing is the Fireball bounces along the ground, so that could be helpful if something's below you and you want to take it out before jumping down there. But, at the same time, it can also be, what do you want to call it? Can also be, that also means that if there's a gap or a cliff in the way, you know, a gap or drop, the fireball won't hit its target. Versus the boomerang, where as long as you're in range, it just flies, straight forward. No bouncing or anything, which means it can't be angled below you, but it's better for, you know, throwing across a ledge or something. You know, and again, it can grab things. Plus, in my opinion, if the boomerang, I believe, can hit multiple targets with a single boomerang toss. In my opinion, just making it more useful for me. Plus, I just really like the fact that they wear Boomerang Brother suits. I think it's cute. Also, this level is one that you have to play again for 100%. I think it's like one of the only levels in the game that does this. But it is literally impossible to get both the second green star and the stamp in a single run. Yeah. So, and then the Tanuki suit, in my opinion, it's very similar to the cat suit, but it excels at getting over gaps and pits, because it can hover in the air, not hover, float, stall in the air, gradually descend, whatever, for a short period of time. And it has the tail attack, which is kind of like just the claw swipe, basically, but, you know, Tanuki style. So, I would then say that, you know, but that's useful because platforming. Mario's a platformer, so any ability that helps with platforming is helpful. And I think that, the Tanuki suit specifically, is just very useful, you know, stalling in the air. So, you know, useful for platforming and useful almost in any situation because you can slow down your fall, which is useful, like, because it's always a platformer, even up against bosses and stuff. So the Tanuki suit helps with, you know, precision when jumping. The cat suit helps with verticality and or with just moving through things fast. And the boomerang flower is your best ranged weapon. So the fire flower is like only if you need to light a torch on fire are you ever gonna actively want to pick it up, or it's your only option. In my opinion. Of course, there will be scenarios throughout the game where you might want a fire flower even over a boomerang flower, but not going to be as often as you know, think for Mario's staple power-up. Anyway, so this is my favorite level in World 1. I like hitting all the switches. I just like hitting all the switches, like so. And I especially like, some of the later sections of this level. You don't need the cat suit, you can wall jump there, but the cat suit helps, especially if you know, aren't good at wall jumping particularly. I also like to cleverly path these sections. Because it's just fun. Anyway. Oh, here's, I believe, a point where you want a fire flower over a cat suit. Yeah, it's even going to give you one. Because in this mystery box here, the fire flower gives you more range, which means you can hit those boxes quicker. But if you had access to the boomerang flower at this point in the game, you probably wouldn't want the fire flower over that because it's just boxes and not like anything super specific. Anyway, here's a cannon to the end of the level. And this is kind of the part of the level that really sells me. So what you want to do is not hit all the switches, and instead, you want to ground pound, jump, and rolling dive. I believe in the original release of this game on the Wii U, you could probably only get that if you were playing as Luigi, or you had a cat suit on. But in this game, because of the rolling dive, Mario can also get it. Mario and Peach can also get it. Yeah. But yeah, I love that final end part of the level. And the circus theme is just unique in my opinion. And makes the level stand out amongst the other World 1 levels. I normally don't use the slot machine minigames, but I'll show it off because Let's Play and all that. So if you match all three, you can get an extra 777 coins. For not matching any, you just get 10. One pair is 100. Two pairs, I believe, is 200. Three, set of three is, I believe 300. Anyway, Captain Toad levels. These are what actually inspired the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker games. In the Wii U version, these were only one person, but in the Switch version, you can actually play through these levels with 4 people, but all 4 of you have control of the camera, so I still don't really recommend it. But yeah, Captain Toad can only dash and can't jump. Also of note, when Captain Toad drops down from a ledge or something, he is I wouldn't say like stunned, but he definitely, no, he's definitely stunned for like a minute, a second or two. So when possible, approach obstacles from the same level, and don't drop down onto them. This first level is very simple. You just gotta time this final thing and not fall off the wooden beam, and that's like the only difficult part is if you accidentally fall off there. But yeah, doing one world per episode might be a little short, but I think in the long run, it'll probably be just the right length. Because World 1 is probably the world, A, I know the best, and B, least dangerous, and C, the shortest in terms of actual number of levels. But anyway, here we are at World 1 Dash Castle, Bowser's Highway Showdown. Yeah, Mario, it's about time. So, I didn't actually realize that hitting the things with a fireball would just cause them to explode instantaneously. But now, now I guess I know that it does, and that in my opinion makes the fire flower a little less useful, because with the boomerang, it doesn't cause them to explode. And it's like, so the boomerang could, I believe, actually send them, angle the shots or whatever in whatever direction. Anyway, I'm gonna pull out my extra cat suit because I need it for this cat gear. This is a fine first castle level. Nothing too special. Still really easy to get through. Angled that wrong. So, there we go. I have everything, right? Okay, then. I guess I'll just head over here. They kind of want you to kick the soccer bombs into the thing, but you can just climb over it. Yeah. I'm speeding through this game because it's kind of hard not to, because I play this game so often that it's usually like, you know, I try to see how much of the game I can do in one day. Also, I didn't notice it before, but I believe Bowser's hair is actually pushed back when he's driving, as if it's being blown back by the wind. Anyway, having the cat suit for this fight makes it go quicker because you can hit the bombs up higher than they normally would go by just kicking them, and it counts for 3 hits instead of, you know, 1. I believe that's how that works. You know, because I believe it would normally take 9 to beat him in this first, even in this first fight. But yeah, we defeated Bowser. So we saved the day. Yeah, he did a Team Rocket. He's totally coming back. It's like, I feel like this episode in particular, I've been going very fast. I think it's mostly because I'm talking about something and then I've already moved on to the next level or whatever. You know, so like my time to talk about it is run out or whatever. However you want to look at it. Anyway, we saved the first Sprixie princess. And they do a cute little dance. But yeah, it really feels like this episode went by so fast, and I think it's just a byproduct of it's World 1, so I know it the best, and I can speed through it easily, and, you know, it's just very easy, to beat the levels quickly, and then go on to the next level, and, you know, I have to move from conversation topic to conversation topic quickly, but hopefully, the Sprixie Princess just built us a pipe to World 2, so hopefully, I'm not rushing myself so much in World 2, but that's gonna happen next time! But for now, my name has been, and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and it always will be, Pun Food. You already know I'm gonna be making cat puns at the end of these videos, right? And not the clawful kind, either.